Last episode of the season. Honestly, probably my anime of the year. Between this, Villain Saga, and of course Trigun. Trigun was so good too. Like, fuck people who were hating on CG, because at the end of the day, that was a pretty good anime. Either way, we're gonna be jumping into this and see how everything progresses. I'm pretty sure the kids are gonna get split up here. How they're in two separate factions at this point in time. The one's outside, the one's inside. And this is kind of explaining, like, you know, the current people within this world and stuff like that, like why Mimi Hime was out there and Shiro and stuff. Like, it will help explain that stuff and them basically venturing out. And we're probably going to get their story next season. And I'm expecting Maru to walk up on that ass with Robin and Kariko. I don't think he's going to catch him in the act, right, of him doing what he was doing to Kariko, but I do think that he's gonna pop up, right? Like he already has a restless nights and shit like that. So either way, we're gonna jump into this. So let's go. Yeah, they never had real air before. They never experienced anything that wasn't like air conditioning. I was thinking about the test. Like, could that be a part of Mina's whole thing? Like, she already kind of knew the events, or she snitched on them? There is no final outside. I mean, you go to the space, I guess, right? But that's where Ashura is. Just like, yeah, flying around. Everything that you guys have been kind of learning about and never experiencing. Of course he's going to her. What do you mean? That's his girl, bro. Line his ass off. This man just really doesn't want to say that he fucked up. Nigga, you okay? There's nobody gonna say that. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm glad she said that. You good, bro? Doesn't seem like it. The Noah Project. Why did she switch positions? What? Well, Noah had a ship that she's taking people to save them. Yeah, it's taking them to save them. I mean, it probably makes sense like that. Maru trying to justify it in his head. Yeah, you know, she's just having fun. No, she's not. One person's having fun and it definitely ain't her. Yeah, he's gonna go check. So, damn, how long has it been? Just one day or two? Because if it's multiple days, and I'm like, damn, how long did that really go on for? 2 days? Oh no, he was going to town.
稲崎さんの昔の女らしいじゃねえか。誰も入れるなって言われてるんだよ。昨日は俺も台所に詰めてたんだけんども。
That's one of those if only you knew situations.
そのうち帰ってくんだろうからもうちょっと待っててやんな。
Maru's gonna fuck him up. Yeah. Well, at least he threw him off and didn't actually mess him up.
待てて。
なんだ君、許可もらってるの？
Oh, he gonna run up on him. Damn, Maru. Nice. Oh my. He caught him. Yeah, he's gonna fuck him up. The way he came up, put his foot on the on the machete to stop him, that was nice. He been eating food in there too, feeding her and shit. Like, oh man. My whole thing is, how long were you expecting this to go on for?
自分が寝てる姿なんて僕の記憶のはずがない。姉ちゃんのことならいくらでも思い出せる。さっきのはこの体に残っている姉ちゃんの記憶。この体のどこかに姉ちゃんが生きてるのかもしれない。僕の頭が姉ちゃんの体に馴染んで姉ちゃんになりかけてるのかもしれない。
Man, Robin really got her just questioning everything about
それはいいな。それがいい。
about the whole thing mentally.
ロビンのあの顔なんだろう。
So Robin was the one who shot her?
誰かの命令だけ聞いていたい。マルみたいに。マル、助けて。
Somebody save me. Showed up right on time. A little late, but still on time. Oh, beat his ass. Beat his ass, bro. Oh, he already knows too. Ah, shit. I'ma go. Negro da yo. Nope. I already took them out. Damn, the slow walk too? He ain't even running right now. You ain't got nowhere to run. Beat this nigga's ass, man.
なんだよ、一人かよ。舐められたもんだぜ。
I don't know, you the one sweating.
聞いてるぜ、お前。春樹に警護してもらってるやつだろう。下の世話もしてもらってんのか？
He said, get back.
Get your fat ass back here.
舐めてんじゃねえぞ、このガキが！
Yeah, that's not gonna end well for you. Like, I would say that it's not gonna end well for you. When you got a kid manhandling you like that, I don't know, bro. Yeah, just beat his ass a little more. Oh, he went for the ground pound. Okay, fuck him up. One more time. Make it 3. Make it 4. Nah, you gonna stop at 3? Nah, man. That's right. I knew you wasn't no bitch. Make it 4.
時岡怪我は
ないです。何があったんですか？
今調べてます。それより時岡聞いてください。この子は時岡の赤ちゃんです。
Is it?
これからどういう形で育てるかはみんなで考えるとして、事実だけは時岡に伝えるべきだと。
Maru, that explains why Maru wasn't with anybody. Because that's the other kid. As explained earlier in the comments in the last episode, Maru means circle, so the one with the circle on it is Maru.
何も見せないと。
そうだね。これからコナ君のところへ行こう。
Whoa. Oh, her ass. Nope. Nah. Drop kicker, my nigga.
園長、とりあえずお怪我の手当てを。赤ちゃんは後で差し上げますから。
She doesn't care about her wounds. If all you had to do is transfer her brain over, right?
赤ちゃんを取
Oh, Mina. Mina.
なんなんだこれは。
時代にそっくりなんだ。
外の外。
ここより外は
Now she actually remembering everything. Tokyo finally showing her abilities, but what is it?
みんな来ないで。待ちなさい。
Is she gonna cocoon herself?
僕たちは
Oh! Yeah, fuck her ass up too. Which I assume that she survives and she's the one who takes care of Maru later, so it's like
まっすぐ行ってまっすぐ戻ってきただけだよね。
僕もそうだと思ってたけど、もう少しまっすぐ行ってみよう。
so you guys are lost.
ここがずれていたとしても、まっすぐ歩いていけばいずれどこかの壁にぶつかるはずだ。そしたら壁に
You
そ
guys sure you didn't make a turn?
だって僕と二人だとよく喋るね。
そうかな。
Yeah, because you're somebody he cares about. It happens to a lot of people.
ねえ、こんな斜めのところ歩いたっけ？水の音がする。
Finally learning about nature. Because like you think you could be walking straight, but you're not. Like
待って、動かないで。なんでそんなに僕を助けるの？
耳姫のことを考えると、いや、
here, it's kind of funny seeing them.
違う。
Because like, do you guys know about? They're not necessarily taught the concept of love, right? I was gonna wonder if he was gonna say it.
耳姫を助けるために、僕の体が何回切り刻まれても構わないんだ。それを耳姫が望む。違う。許してくれるなら。Let me love you down.
She's like, damn, that shit worked. No, that's nice. That's like the equivalent of people back in the day giving like scarves and handkerchiefs and shit like that. And that was the thing that he was looking at that he had. Right before he actually killed himself.
もういい。やめろ。ロビンを殺さないでくれ。
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I would have hit him again. Alright, and just break his legs. But there's a lot of importance for his character in this place. So, and then there's also so much attachment. It also goes into like abuse victims and shit like that, and how they kind of view things.
僕は弱い。僕が見ていたものは嘘ばかりだ。もう自分が誰なのかもよくわからない。もし粉々に分解されて元に戻ったら、僕なんか消えちゃって。
お姉ちゃん、一回、いや、気分的には3、4回振られてるけど、もう一回聞いてくれよ。嫌だったらその石を川に放ってやめるから。俺はまあ恋愛対象は女だから。もし俺と春樹が出会っても友達にはなってたかもしれないが、そういう意味での好きにはなってないと思うし、そのキリコって人はよっぽど素敵な人なんだろう。うん、それは間違いないけど、俺がキリコさんを好きになるかはわからない。
Well, the thing is that, yeah, she wouldn't have been you, right?
俺はあんたが好きなんだ。
Exactly, she wouldn't have been
春
you.
樹でもキリコでもなく、あんたがだ。あんたは強え。ずっと面倒見てもらった。あんたの見てるものは正しい。これからも助けてもらわないと。車の運転も飯を作るどころか温め直すのも 俺は何もうまくできん。だがあんたが危ねえ時は俺が守る。これからは必ず俺が守る。
That's a nice way to come back, Maru.
僕が守ってもらったら僕の存在意義がないだろう。
そうだよ、お姉ちゃんは俺のガードだ。おー、鼻水がつく。
Oh man.
子供の頃泣くと泣きじゃっくりでこんな風になったわ。久しぶりに思い出した。
お、
この男に会うっていう目的は果たした。もういらない。
ナザキ・ロビン、その面をもう一度俺の前に見せて
Yeah,
みろ。
I'm gonna kill you.
この時は殺す。
Yep. Maru already on that time, bro.
画装置とさっぱり連絡が取れないので来てみたら、もぬけの殻っす。
Yo, he dipped again.
鍵のかかった部屋はここだけっす。
開けてみて。
Yeah, what did he keep in there? He was reaching for it. Like that was his safe haven. Oh!
だよこれは。化け物と人間がつながってるのか。
この女、確か3ヶ月くらい前に住民登録した覚えがあります。
完全に正気を失っている。
Yeah, he was doing some fucked shit, bro. Oh, you like me? Oh, yeah, you know. Come here, girl. Let me cut them legs off. Attach you to a fucking monster, bro.
明日は天国。目的は変わってない。それに危ない時は守ってくれるんだろ。
そうだよ。で、俺のピンチにはお姉ちゃんも助けてくれる。
Nigga again. We are riders on a mission. Action, kill and play positions. Rocket power. They go into the city. This is before everything actually happened. Where did they get who did they get on the boat with? It would just seem like it was just them. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. We can't make it back. Might as well just leave, bro. Like, because it was literally just Mimi, Hime, Shiro, Taka, and I don't necessarily know the other girl's name. But she's brought up every so often and shit, but hey, it is what it is. Overall, fantastic season. This episode, I can see people not necessarily liking certain aspects of it, mainly because of Robin and Kariko coming in, but like, to me, having Kariko come in there and essentially kind of protecting Robin it's more of relating to like people who are abuse victims and stuff, and how it's not necessarily her running back into the relationship at hand. It's knowing that you do love someone to some extent, but they do horrible things at the same time. Plus, the meaning of his character was a lot for that community. Granted, he did leave. So it's like a big conflicting thing there. Of course, he was exhibiting some sort of experiment out there where he was basically just mind fucking Kariko. Or to the point where she actually is questioning, am I really my sister, or am I, you know, Hiroko? Am I the boy or am I the girl? When really, in Maru's case, about him actually talking about things, it's like you're your own person now. You're completely set aside from your old self, which was Haruko when you were a boy, and you're not your sister either. You are you at the end of the day. And just like his speech going in, like, yeah, I probably would have been cool with you and shit if I knew you. Your sister, I may have not even probably liked her at the end of the day, but I like you because you are, well, you. So I do enjoy that sort of conversation that he had there to help bring it up. Really, Maru coming in the clutch, because Maru's not that much of a thinking character. He does like Kariko a lot, of course. That's what we like fall into, but he's more simplistic in the way that he is in these manners. So for him having this thoughtful sort of speech about this was actually pretty good to see him in that sort of light. When it comes to Shiro actually doing the same thing too, I was actually kind of questioning, like I said in there, whether he really knew how to display his emotions and stuff, because they're not necessarily taught the concept of love, just like they're not taught any sort of concepts that, you know, doesn't go with like regular school work per se. Like the whole thing with Kona and Tokyo having sex, and I'm pretty sure Mimihime and Shiro to some extent having sex or something like that, right? So they're not taught these very basic things. They don't necessarily have a parental figure. They just have people who are around them that are adults, but they're not necessarily teaching them anything outside of just schoolwork for what we really see. So it's interesting to have that sort of situation. I really did like how he was kind of going through his own set of emotions and saying how, like, you know, he likes her, but then he's like, wait, maybe it's just her body, so maybe it's just a form of lust. But he's like, you know what, no, I really fuck with you. Right? So I really appreciative of that moment of her and him having that sort of connection, leading back to the pin that was in his hand when he, of course, was Dr. Yusume, I think his name was, when he took on that sort of persona and he had the pin with him, which is the last thing he was looking at before he killed himself, with her in his arms. So it was a nice to establish that sort of connection. Interesting about well, the interesting thing is about Tokyo, like, it kind of seems like she's cocooning at that point in time. Like, we never got to see essentially what her ability is at all. Like, there's been no sort of linkage towards this. Just like most of the original children that we have, we don't necessarily have it. But with her, it seemed like she was probably cocooning herself. That's what I'm just kind of getting from it. So it's maybe we might see Tokyo in the future, not as one of the, you know, monsters in and of itself, but maybe we see her in the light of just, probably might even see her the same, but maybe something closer to Ashura, but not with the, of course, alien look to it. Because it seemed like she was cocooning, and Maru's twin, whether it's a clone or he's a clone, whatever, that one, it seems like both of them might come into the story later on, because they're essentially exiting out. We do know, well, we don't necessarily know, but I believe that it is the director who is the one that was looking at the Maru when he was growing up. So she escapes this whole thing that's happening to her. She probably loses her arms or something like that, and they transfer her into a body, which, you know, ultimately sucks because of the fact of what she's trying to do, which is like total fucking bullshit. But her having that cold crazed look is just it's just nah. It's a no for me, dog. If I was him, I would drop kick her for fucking days. So that explains what happened to Tokyo, explains what happens to his whole clone. Maru is just out there. We don't know whether he is or he's not. It's kind of whatever to that point. But yeah, kids are split up at this point in time. They are also enacting a plan of, you know, the Noah Project, which is obvious through the name, you know, salvation essentially for these kids. They wanted to get them out of this sort of atmosphere. So there's still a lot of questions to be had with this sort of series, and I like that. Like, they didn't necessarily reveal a lot. They didn't necessarily reveal everything, but they still, I don't know how to really say it. I'm kind of fucking up right now, but they revealed a lot of stuff that kind of had you on edge about what exactly is happening, this whole, you know, who's who and stuff like that. Especially with the monsters, where they come from. It's these kids genetically engineered and whatnot. It's just interesting because now we're going into a whole new prospect. How do they live their lives? How do they get to where they're going to? Who turned into what essential monster? Because we know about, like, I want to say 2 or 3 at this point. We know no, we know about 1, right? And that's the girl with the glasses. No, we know about 2, the girl with the glasses, and then the other one, which was a part of the pair of the girls who were kissing. Those are kind of like the 2 that we know about. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So I'm excited to see what essentially is going to happen. Glad that Maru whooped Robin's ass. Let's not get it wrong. It's fucked up what Robin was doing, of course, just completely demoralizing Kariko at the end of the day, and having her essentially question her own her own self, like whether she is or she's not, am I the sister or not. But I love the Maru save. So that's pretty much it for this. Honestly, my anime of the year probably. It's between this, Vinland Saga, and Trigun. Trigun was really good. People hated on the CGI, but that's some of the best CGI in the game, I'm not gonna lie, especially when it got into Wolfwood and his story and everything. Oh my god. But for this story and how it can kind of keep you on edge, and you know, like I was saying, like the mystery in and of itself of just going through these things, and how it can have these horror segments that actually feel like true horror, and you can be scared for these characters, and like the mind fucks that come on here, and then just the investigating that you can do, not only in a sense for like the people in the series, but for yourself for trying to figure out the story. I think it's pretty good. Wish he would have kicked Robin's ass again, but that's a whole nother story. But either way, that is pretty much it. If I missed anything, let me know. But yeah, I'll probably do an AMV or something about this later. Either way, I'm out. Peace.